Hello and welcome to the Fly Kingfisher Winning Post. I'm your host and guide Mohit Lalwani and I'm in Singapore to bring you the Jumbo Jet Trophy. But before we do that, let's head over for our last Indian classic. It is the McDowell Signature Indian St. Ledger.
The Grade 1 McDowell Signature Indian St. Ledger is the longest classic in India and the ultimate test of stamina at the highest level. While this year's field missed the Indian Derby heroine, Moonlight Romance, it missed none of the competitiveness as a field of 5 entered the parade ring. Pacey Shroff had 2 runners, Berlusconi and Machu Picchu. And while the former had had a serious performance in the Nanoli Stud Derby last year, he did not have recent form of the latter, who was coming into this race with a comfortable victory over a 1.5 mile trip just a few weeks earlier. Ocean and Beyond in the Vardhaman Silks was last year's highest rated juvenile and had Berlusconi behind him in the Nanoli Derby last year. His close defeat to Moonlight Romance in the McDowell Signature Indian Derby was a clear indication of his outstanding credentials, and though he seemed a shade off since, had the talent to win. Ordained One was the raider from South India, and his recent performances there found him his share of supporters. With the jockeys getting their final instructions and their leg ups, they made their way to the starting gates at the 2,800 meter mark.
Well, now the horses are on their way to the starting gate. We'll come back and join them very shortly. Before we go there, let's take a look at who our Kingfisher trailblazer is this week. I can tell you, it's very special.
This game is all about winning, and winning does create a great deal of euphoria no matter how many times one wins. Leading in a winner is the ultimate goal of every racehorse owner, be it a high-profile stable with a string of horses or even a small owner with just a solitary horse. For one such simple owner, the Alexandrus Plate run on Saturday left an everlasting impact on his memory.
Coming inside the final 400, it's Radical Mackie under the stick towards the inside rails. In the middle there is Aslan, on the outside Prince Vijayda, and these three are being joined by Arzan coming up with a big run on the outside. Tanush towards the inside rails with about 200 meters more to run, and Arzan now streaks clear. Arzan is about 2.5 lengths, 3 and going further away. Arzan is about 3 lengths clear of Aslan and the others fighting for the minor places. Arzan wins this one quite easily, from Aslan finishing up second. Then there is Radical Mackie all together.
Arzan, a rather consistent performer, came good, providing the low-profile owner his first ever sweet taste of victory.
Arzan is my first horse, and I'm very happy to lead the horse. And the horse has just won very, very well. In fact, it took me 15 runs for him to come and win, and my first horse, which has given me so much of pride, and I'm so happy because my friends are happy, my connections are happy, and the horse has really won in such a splendid manner. It's really giving a feeling of like to own more horses, come and win more and more races. And I'm thankful to all connected who have given me this day, this joyful day. And I would really like to say a lot for this lovely horse. With such an ordinary horse, such a low price purchase, and a trainer, it's, I have a horse for say 4 lakh of which competing with 40 lakhs purchase price and all, etc. And an ordinary horse coming and winning in such a fine fashion is really good for the racing also. And I'm thankful to all connected. My trainer Oshidar Daji, my family, my friends, and all those who wished that this horse is won because of wishes, not because of the talent or maybe the bloodlines or the price. The horse is won because of good wishes, and I'm very happy. Yesterday night, we friends used to have a party. I used to have a feeling that he will give Zarwan, who had won on Cardinal. I said Zarwan will give a feeling of Cardinal too, and I'm quite sure that Zarwan had a lovely smile, and that smile made the difference because he also felt that okay, I'm riding Cardinal too. Thank you so much.
Well, I can tell you from experience that my very first winner as an owner was something I will never forget, and we wish all owners all the very best. We'll take a short break and come back here on the Fly Kingfisher Winning Post. Don't go anywhere.
Flying high, you and me, flying high, you and me.
Kingfisher Airlines, now connecting the US to India through Dubai, Hong Kong, Bangkok, London and Singapore.
Welcome back to the Fly Kingfisher Winning Post. We're filming from Singapore and moving right along. It's time for our feature race. It is the Jumbo Jet Trophy. The 2011 revival of the Group 3 Jumbo Jet Trophy came with a sense of anticipation as a strong field of 9 entered the parade ring for the contest over a mile. The favourite Better Than Ever was in the field in quest of repeating his performance in this same race last year, and with it his 15th victory at Kranji. With Jay Saimi on top, the L'Oreal accent schooled 5-year-old arguably faced one of his sternest tests yet over the 7-furlong journey on the short course. His 8 seasoned rivals included his stablemate Waikato, the great 8-year-old who had run 1.5 lengths behind Gitano Hernando in the SIA Cup in May this year and who had Moreira on board. Stephen Burridge also saddled too, and this race began to look like a matchup between Burridge and Laxon. Burridge saddled Speed Baby, who had eye-ciphered in a stride, and Captain Obvious, the Malaysian galloper who was expected to shake things up. With the betting suggestive of the fact that almost all believed that Better Than Ever would win, the starter set them off.
Captain Obvious from the inside began nicely with Best Night. Better Than Ever bounced away quickly. Waikato the outside from Speed Baby. Jamal Malik then Smoking Joe. Merchant drifted back. And last of all is Keep Away. Woodworth and Captain Obvious race away in the lead. He tries to give him a breather now, but he went through the first 300 very quickly. Captain Obvious led by 2 lengths over Jamal Malik to second, 1.5 lengths to Best Night. Next of all, Speed Baby down on the inside of Better Than Ever. He looks to be exposed on the outside. Then came Keep Away, Merchant over on the fence, followed by Waikato, and last of all is Smokin' Joe. Down the side they come, 650 metres to go as they travel down the other side of the track. Here in the front runner, Captain Obvious, he does it very easily. He's out by 2.5 as they draw to the 6 over Jamal Malik. Best Night being ridden up on the outside of Speed Baby. Better Than Ever spots the leader about 5 as they turn from Keep Away. Waikato, Merchant saving ground on the fence, and last of all is Smoking Joe. Into the straight they come, 300 metres to go, and Captain Obvious let rip here by Woodworth. He's still out by 3. Speed Baby ran to second, Jamal Malik. Then came Best Night. Waikato, Better Than Ever's not in the call. Merchant sneaking up behind them, but Captain Obvious clear of Speed Baby. Merchant Keep Away. Best Night, Waikato down the outside. Captain Obvious in front. Speed Baby coming in him late. Captain Obvious, Speed Baby, Captain Obvious.
Yeah, well, Benny's rode him throughout his career, and Simon rode him the other day because Benny was in Korea, and he rode him well. But the horse has just pleased me, you know, since the first up run, and he trimmed up a bit, and the other horse as well, Speed Baby, I've been happy with his progress, and I thought it might have been a bit short, but the barrier helped. You know, they were both drew 1 and 3, and they were both able to have a nice run, and but you know, they both raced very well. I was very happy.
He never let me down before. Finished second and third. All the time I finish in the first 3 with this horse, and it's a very easy horse to ride. Just jump him out well, and he was in the lead. Just wait under the straight, and he just runs strong.
Captain Obvious is by Berglas out of Chatur and has won 11 of his 17 starts. For Burridge, there could not have been a better result with a 1-2 finish. Well, and we will bring you a lot more international racing in subsequent features of the Fly Kingfisher winning post, including British Champions Day as well as the Prix de l'Arc de Triomphe. But next up, let's catch up with one of India's top jockeys.
Meet jockey C. Rajendra, a champion par excellence.
Hello, I'm jockey C. Rajendra, riding for 20 years, won 25-time championship, and this story is about me.
How did he get around to horses?
Family background is there. My uncle was jockey, still one uncle is riding. Then he became a trainer, he owned horses in Hyderabad. He was one of the good jockeys from here in Bombay, Pune, RWITC, and Shankar. It's in the family, but I was not interested to become a jockey. It's just destiny.
What was it that got him the championships year after year? And was there any rivalry?
Every time I thought about that only, I had to just want to win races, and that used to happen, yeah, nothing else. And couple of championships was really good with myself and Malesh. We were fighting couple of years, it was like 1 or 2, like I'm winning by 1 races. The season last race was the result for the championship, many times.
With 25 championships in Western India, was there an attempt to seek Guinness Book entry?
I thought I wanted to put for it, then I just started finding out who is there. So one American guy was there, but it's not here. That also late, I think, it's in the 80s or maybe, 70s में, who won 30 championships. So, you know, if I have to do 30 to come in Guinness record, so I'm not the one. I may be running second in the world, who knows.
With such great numbers of victories, does he have his own favorite horses?
Best horse, Varsaki, which I rode Bucket. I don't know what happened to Bucket, but he was a good horse. Still he is, but I don't know what is happening now. And then Satellite, first to win I did. Count the Step little early, good horse, good miler, good horse. Many, like, it's very easy to see, they have many horses, but I think which you can say, which really I great, was I think Varsaki, then Satellite.
Does Rajendra log his scorecard regularly?
I don't know, now I stopped here almost 7-8 years. I know 1500 plus winners, very lightly. So it was a long time I stopped. Now classics also, I'm not taking last 3 years, 3 derbies which I won.
Rajendra recalls his early days and the various trainers he admires.
See, my time I started in Western India. That time Imtiaz Seth was there, Dalek Todiola sir was there, Baramjis, Besan Chinoy, they were the best trainers. And for me, I think my career, the break which I got from Imtiaz tables, for me, he is the best trainer.
Does he spot a potential heir apparent to his championship legacy?
It's very difficult to say. You know, I can't see any boys, that potential. But one boy is doing decent. That doesn't say, I think he is the one who will be little, in the future you'll see he'll be there, winning some good races, winning championships.
As a parting line to Winning Post, Rajendra shared his only passion.
Racing is in your blood, man. Without racing, you can't. If you don't see the horse in the morning, the day is not good.
Well, we do wish Rajendra all the very best with his career, but next up here in India is the Nanoli News segment.
The Nirmal Ruya Gold Trophy is a terms race for 4-year-olds and above and was run over 7 furlongs 2 weeks ago in Pune. CL Indian, a son of Burden of Proof, had won a Class 1 race coming into this one. Star Future was one of the 2 Vadawan runners, with the second being Star Trainer. While the former was trained by Kuji Katruk and was the clear favourite, the latter was trained by Hormazantia and a long shot. The old man in the field was Pepe Jr., a game and talented galloper, belying his 8 years of age, and all credit to his trainer Rehanullah Khan for keeping Pepe Jr. fighting fit. As the starter set them away, it was clear that this was going to toss up an interesting result.
Star Trainer comes in home first. He's got a lead of about 2 lengths in front of CL Indian coming up on the outside. A length away there is Pepe Jr. towards the inside rails. On the outside, Mischievous Trot making progress with about 250 meters more to run there. And Star Trainer has gone clear. He's about 2.5-3 lengths in front of CL Indian and Mischievous Trot. And towards the race there is Pepe Jr. But they're not in futile chase out there. It's Star Trainer all the way. Star Trainer wins the Nirmal Ruya Gold Trophy in style from Mischievous Trot finishing up second. CL Indian is...
For the connections, there was plenty of joy. The pun is intended, as it was jockey Joy Chinoy who guided the son of Stormtrooper home.
Well, it's time for a break here on the Fly Kingfisher Winning Post. We'll come back and join the horses who are at the start for the McDowell Signature Indian St. Ledger.
Flying high, you and me. Flying high, you and me.
Kingfisher Airlines, now connecting the US to India through Dubai, Hong Kong, Bangkok, London and Singapore.
Welcome back to the Fly Kingfisher Winning Post. Now the horses are at the start for the McDowell Signature Indian St. Ledger. Remind our viewers, this is a 2,800 meter race. It is the longest classic in the country And well, I can tell you that this is as exciting as it gets.
They're off and racing for the Grade 1 McDowell Signature Indian Saint Leger, a level start by all the five. And as they settle down to race, Frost Ferry darts into the lead about 2 lengths in front of Machu Picchu in second position. A gap about 3.5 lengths further back there is Ordained One, then comes Berlusconi. 2 lengths further back tailing the field is Ocean and Beyond as they pass the grandstands. They're passing the winning post for the first time now, with Frost Ferry making the running, leading by about 2.5-3 lengths in front of Machu Picchu in second position. A longish gap about 5-6 lengths further back there is Ordained One in third. After that comes Berlusconi as they swing away from us for the first right-handed turn, and last of all Ocean and Beyond 2 lengths away. Frost Ferry increasing a lead to about 5 lengths in front of Machu Picchu in second position, who in turn is another 4.5 in front of Ordained One as they pass the 2,000 meter marker. A length and a half, 2 further back there is Berlusconi, and still tailing the field is Ocean and Beyond as they come into the back stretch. Frost Ferry has built a runaway lead about 15 lengths in front of Machu Picchu in second position as they pass the 1800 meter marker. 2.5 lengths further back there's Ordained One. Another 2.5 behind comes Berlusconi, and still tailing the field is Ocean and Beyond. As they gallop past the mile marker now, Frost Ferry is well clear of Machu Picchu in second position. 2.5 lengths further back there's Ordained One, then comes Berlusconi, and tailing the field, still in no hurry, Ocean and Beyond. They just crossed the 1400 meter marker now. Frost Ferry still enjoying a considerable lead from Machu Picchu in second position. A length and a half, 2 further back there's Ordained One getting a little bit closer. 2 lengths further back there's Berlusconi, and towards the inside rails, still in no hurry, Ocean and Beyond. They are approaching the 1000 meter marker now, with Frost Ferry out of the picture from Machu Picchu in second position. On the outside of Machu Picchu there is Ordained One, then comes Berlusconi on the outside. 2 lengths further back there is Ocean and Beyond, and the race is now hotting up. Frost Ferry shortening her strides clearly, and Machu Picchu is making rapid progress. So too is Ordained One being pushed in the middle. On the outside there's Berlusconi, then comes Ocean and Beyond not too far as they race past the 800 meter marker and begin to negotiate the home turn. Machu Picchu takes charge from Frost Ferry towards the inside rails, then comes Ordained One being pushed on the outside. In between them is Ocean and Beyond making quick progress. Berlusconi dropping slightly back as they begin to negotiate the home turn for the final run-in of the Grade 1 McDowell Signature Indian Saint Leger. Machu Picchu comes in on first, hotly chased by Ocean and Beyond coming up on the outside. Frost Ferry is struggling to keep up. On the outside is Ordained One, and Berlusconi is fallen back with about 300 meters more to run. Machu Picchu is now being strongly challenged on the outside by Ocean and Beyond, and these two are pulled away from Ordained One. It's Machu Picchu and Ocean and Beyond going stride for stride. Machu Picchu has a slight upper hand over Ocean and Beyond. Machu Picchu stretching on well. Machu Picchu wins the Saint Leger in great style from Ocean and Beyond. Then there's Ordained One.
Machu Picchu, a son of Emerald Cat, was led in by Burgess Desai, Vijay Shirke and Khushru Dhanji Boy, the trio that owned Jacqueline. V. Prakash was the rider on this classic winner.
We are totally on the top, on cloud 9, and it's really fabulous. We always thought that he would do well in this race, but this is beyond our expectations.
He seems to have regained his derby form. I think he was not very far behind Romantic and Ziska. So he had to be there. I mean, I think he had better form than the others. And he's proved it today that he was certainly right up there.
What were your reactions at that time? Was the lead too far for you?
No, I knew she would be caught.
And you had 2 runners here. Berlusconi didn't do too well. What are your reactions? Mixed feelings here?
No. Why should it be? We expected Machu Picchu to win.
You're not in your blue today. There's a different color. Also, lucky for you.
Changing, yes, obviously. Now the new color is this, green and brown. No, this was last time and he won. He won in these colors, so I'm wearing this.
What does Machu Picchu do from here on? What's his next plan?
Well, I think our trainer, of course, thinks that he has a future ahead. And who knows, the very outlandish thought that he's an entire, he's not a gelding. So maybe one day we'll stand him at our farm.
Well, and Machu Picchu just going from strength to strength, and we'll hear lots more from him when he turns a year older and becomes 5. But next up, let's look ahead. Morning Glories is up next.
Oriental Charm and Dictator went about their morning stroll and added a little more pep towards their finish. Oriental Charm looked a shade better of the two. Black Magic Woman is the filly expected to make headlines in the near future. She looked in fine rhythm and sure looks to be right on course in getting to her best. Elizabeth was seen limbering up, going on an easy gallop, yet she looked majestic in motion, clocking 40 seconds for the last 600, evidently not firing on all cylinders. Haunting Fantasy went on an easy workout, just loosening up on a Saturday morning. She was relaxed and enjoyed her morning jog without really making the track reporters go for their stopwatches. Sledgehammer seems to have put his last star failure behind him. He galloped well, displaying well-oiled movements on the track. He is getting into good shape and is most likely to give a better account of himself in his next assignment.
Well, and that's all we have on this episode of the Fly Kingfisher Winning Post. Do stay tuned to us every weekend. We'll bring you all the best horse racing from around the world and from India. Till I join you in a week's time, I'm Mohit Lalwani saying goodbye. Thank you for joining me, and as always, may the horse be with you.
The Fly Kingfisher Winning Post is powered by the Serum Institute of India and Hidco Industries.